Alright guys, coming in at number 10 is a place that honestly feels like it was pulled straight from a dream. This is Amanohashidate Viewland, located in Kyoto Prefecture. Now if you've never heard of it, let me blow your mind for a second. This place is known as one of the 3 great views of Japan. That's not just a fancy title, it's a national treasure. So what makes it so special? Picture this. A long, narrow sandbar completely covered with pine trees, stretching out across the bay, connecting 2 shores like a natural bridge floating on water. But here's where it gets kinda fun. There's this tradition where people actually bend over, look at the view upside down through their legs, and they say it looks like the sky and the earth have swapped places. I know. Sounds silly, but people have been doing it for centuries. It's even got a name, Matanazoki, which literally means peeking between your legs. And trust me, once you try it, you'll see why this place is called Amanohashidate, which means bridge to heaven. And the view from the top of Viewland, unreal. You can get there by chairlift or monorail, no hiking needed. And once you're up there, you get this perfect panoramic view of the whole bay. The sandbar, the mountains, the town. It's just so peaceful and cinematic. The park itself is pretty chill too. There's a small amusement area, a little train ride, souvenir shops, cafes. So even if you're not here for the view, there's something for everyone. It's especially great if you're traveling with family or want a relaxed day trip from Kyoto. Oh, and pro tip, visit during autumn or early spring. You'll get that perfect combo of clear skies, colorful trees, and that peaceful, postcard-perfect vibe. Amanohashidate isn't just another viewpoint. It's a place that makes you slow down, breathe in the sea air, and feel like you're standing on something sacred. It's calm, it's weirdly magical, and it's unforgettable. That's why it earns a solid spot on our list of the top 10 view places in Japan. So tell me in the comments, would you try the upside-down sky trick? Or just chill with the view and a matcha ice cream? Either way, this place is a must-see. Ever seen a forest turn into an army of frozen giants? Welcome to Zao Snow Monsters in Yamagata, Japan, where winter doesn't just cover trees in snow, it transforms them. These monsters aren't fake. They're actually trees, completely buried in layers of snow and ice, thanks to a rare weather combo called Ju-Yu. The result? Towering white creatures that look like snow aliens watching over the mountain. And get this, at night, they light up the whole area with glowing colors. It feels like you're walking through a frozen fantasy world. You can ride a ropeway straight to the top, or ski between them if you're feeling brave. But here's the catch. They only appear during a short winter window, from late January to mid-February. Miss it? You missed the magic. So what do you think? Brave enough to walk through an army of snow monsters in the dark? Let me know below. Not every beautiful place hits you like a thunderbolt. Some places whisper. And Biei Blue Pond is one of them. Tucked away in Hokkaido, this pond looks like it was painted by an artist using only shades of blue and silver. The water isn't just blue, it's electric. Depending on the weather and the light, it shifts between turquoise, teal, and deep sky blue. And standing right in the middle are dozens of tall, bare tree trunks rising from the water like ghosts frozen in time. Now here's the twist. This pond wasn't even created on purpose. It formed after a dam was built to protect the area from volcanic mudflows. What started as an accident became one of the most breathtaking spots in Japan. It's especially beautiful in the early morning when there's fog hanging over the water, and the entire scene feels like something from a dream. It's quiet, peaceful, almost unreal. Next up is a place that feels like a gentle hug from nature. Nokonoshima Island Park, right off the coast of Fukuoka. This isn't just a viewpoint, It's a full-blown floral paradise sitting quietly in Hakata Bay. What makes it so special is how the landscape changes with the seasons. In spring, it's painted with soft pink cherry blossoms. In summer, massive fields of sunflowers take over. And come autumn, the island glows with vibrant red and orange cosmos. Wherever you turn, there's color, there's calm, and there's that feeling of being far away from all the noise. The view here is something else. You're surrounded by hills, flowers, and open sea. It's the kind of place where your shoulders just drop, your mind slows down, and you finally take a deep breath. And you don't need a long road trip to get here. Just a short ferry ride from Fukuoka city, and you're on the island in under 30 minutes. Once you arrive, it's all about slow travel. You can rent a bike, explore the gardens, enjoy a picnic with ocean views, or just walk the flower paths with an ice cream in hand. It's not touristy or flashy, and that's exactly what makes it beautiful. This is one of those rare spots where time feels like it pauses, and every step feels light. Nokonoshima Island Park is more than a view. It's a feeling, and it absolutely deserves its place in Japan's top 10.
Mount Yoshino is the kind of place that doesn't try to impress you, and still takes your breath away. Located in Nara Prefecture, this mountain is known as Japan's Sakura Kingdom, with over 30,000 cherry trees blanketing the slopes. During spring, the entire mountain transforms into a wave of soft pink and white. It's not just a few trees here and there. It's layer after layer from the base to the summit.
And the way the petals catch the light, it's like the whole mountain is glowing. People don't just visit Yoshino for photos. They come for peace, for quiet reflection, for something spiritual. This place has been sacred for centuries. Whether you're standing at the lower paths or looking down from the top, every angle gives you a different view, each one more stunning than the last. And when the wind blows through the blossoms, you'll know why the locals say Yoshino isn't just seen, it's felt. No matter how many places you visit in Japan, this one will stay with you. Now, let's talk about a place that's quiet, peaceful, and absolutely picture-perfect. LakeKawaguchi in Yamanashi. You've probably seen a photo of this lake at some point. Calm water in the foreground, and Mount Fuji standing tall in the background like a painting. But trust me, no photo does justice to what it feels like when you're actually standing there. What makes Kawaguchi so special is how perfectly it frames Fuji. On a clear day, the mountain's reflection in the lake is unbelievably sharp, like the whole scene was made just for photographers. And the best part? You don't have to hike or climb anything. The views are right there, accessible, relaxing, and totally immersive. There's a lakeside promenade where you can walk for hours, little boats you can rent, cozy cafes tucked between trees, and even hot spring ryokans if you want to stay overnight. If you go in spring, cherry blossoms line the lake. In autumn, the trees turn fiery red and orange. And in winter, the snow-capped Fuji with the frozen lake. Pure magic. But beyond the scenery, there's something deeply calming about this place. It's the kind of view where you stop checking your phone. You just sit down, breathe the cool air, and take it all in. A lot of tourists rush through it as a quick stop near Fuji, but honestly, it deserves more time. It's not just a background for photos. It's a moment you feel. LakeKawaguchi is quiet, yes, but it leaves the loudest memory, and that's why it holds a strong spot in this top 10. Alright, now we're switching gears, from nature and mountains to the heart of the city. Welcome to Shibuya Sky, Tokyo's ultimate rooftop experience. This isn't just another observation deck. It's a full-blown 360-degree view from 230 meters above the craziest intersection in the world, Shibuya Crossing. When you step onto the open-air platform, there's this surreal moment where everything feels still. Even though you're looking down at one of the busiest cities on the planet, the design is super minimal. No noisy signs, no fences blocking your view, just glass and skyline. You see Tokyo Tower in one direction, Mount Fuji far off on a clear day, and a sea of endless buildings glowing in every direction. And if you go at sunset, oh man, the golden light hits the skyline just right. Everything turns warm, the city lights start flickering on, and for a moment Tokyo doesn't feel so overwhelming. There are lounges on the deck too. Yes, like rooftop beds. So you can actually relax and take your time soaking it all in. At night, the vibe completely changes. They light up the rooftop with ambient lighting and chill music. And suddenly it feels like you're in a futuristic dream. It's modern, it's peaceful, it's mind-blowing. It's not something you expect in the middle of such a fast-paced city. Shibuya Sky, Tokyo, from a whole new angle. Number 3 on our list takes us somewhere truly magical. The Arashiyama Bamboo Grove in Kyoto. Walking through this place doesn't feel real. The moment you step onto the path, you're surrounded by towering bamboo stalks that stretch endlessly into the sky. And the way the light filters through, it's soft, green, and almost dreamlike. The wind makes the bamboo sway and knock gently against each other. And the sound, it's peaceful. It actually feels like the forest is alive and whispering around you. It's quiet too. Even with people around, there's this natural calm that takes over. You walk slower, you breathe deeper, you kind of just soak it all in. And here's something interesting. Bamboo in Japan isn't just beautiful, it's symbolic. It represents strength, flexibility, and peace. So being here isn't just about the view, it has meaning. The whole Arashiyama area is packed with beauty. Nearby rivers, temples, and little shops with matcha everything. But the bamboo grove, that's the soul of it all. Go early in the morning if you can, before the crowds. That's when it's most magical. Just you, the trees, the mist, and that soft bamboo rustle. Honestly, it's not the loudest view in Japan, but it's one of the most unforgettable. At number 2, we've got a place that looks and smells like another planet. This is Owakudani Valley in Hakone. And yep, it's an active volcanic zone. The moment you arrive, you'll see steam rising straight from the ground, huge clouds puffing into the air, and a landscape that feels more like Iceland than Japan. You're literally walking through the leftovers of an eruption from over 3,000 years ago. And even today, the ground is still alive, hissing, bubbling, and steaming. Now here's something fun. Owakudani is famous for its black eggs, boiled in the natural hot springs. They're said to add 7 years to your life. And honestly, they're not bad. The views are amazing too. On a clear day, you can see Mount Fuji rising behind the steam. It's a surreal mix of fire and calm. There's a ropeway that gives you a bird's eye view of the whole valley. And trust me, the scenery is unforgettable. Owakudani isn't just a photo stop, it's a full-on sensory experience. One of those places that makes you realize just how wild and alive Japan's landscape really is. Alright, let me take you to one of the most fascinating, weird, and unforgettable places in Japan. Owakudani Valley, deep in the volcanic region of Hakone. This isn't your typical scenic spot. In fact, when you first arrive, it might actually feel a little intimidating. Steam is shooting out of the ground. The air smells like sulfur, kind of like boiled eggs gone rogue. And the entire landscape looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie. But once that first surprise wears off, it hits you. This place is incredible. Owakudani was created over 3,000 years ago when Mount Hakone erupted. And to this day, it's still geologically active. That's what gives you all that wild steam, bubbling pools, and smoky air. And you're not just looking at it from a distance. You can walk through it. There are trails that get you up close to the vents, the steam clouds, the rocky terrain. It's like standing on the edge of Earth's power, and it's humbling. But wait, it gets even cooler. You know what Owakudani is famous for? Black eggs. Yep, they boil eggs right in the volcanic hot springs, and the sulfur turns the shells completely black. Legend says that eating one adds 7 years to your life. Eat 2? 14 years? Eat 3? Well, maybe don't push your luck. And I'm not gonna lie, they actually taste pretty good. Salty, warm, and a little eggy surprise after that long ropeway ride. Speaking of which, the Hakone ropeway is an absolute must. It glides right over the volcanic valley, giving you an aerial view of the steaming ground below. And on a clear day, Mount Fuji appears in the background, perfectly framed by smoke and sky. It's a moment. There's also a visitor center with exhibits about the volcanic activity, little shops, and even sulfur-infused snacks. Only in Japan, right? What I love about Owakudani is that it's not just beautiful, it's alive. The ground is moving, the air is thick. The whole place reminds you that nature isn't always soft and quiet. Sometimes, it rumbles. So if you're into landscapes that make you feel tiny, amazed, and a little adventurous, Owakudani is an absolute must-see. Just don't forget to bring a jacket. And maybe hold your breath when the wind shifts.